Test this. Test this. Test this. Die ist noch gemütet.
Soll ich mal ganz kurz, ich mache mal ganz kurz das Announcement, dass die Leute checken, dass sie die anmuten. Die Leute, ja?
Genau. Und sonst, wenn die leer gehen sollen, sollte Batterie noch vorne sein. Have we turned the mics on?
Yeah, we need to probably be, yeah, in between like we need so it's not too much friction if there's like some,
Yeah, you got it.
I don't understand. Like maybe there's like too much working, we need to turn them like off.
Well, I don't even know why we have two mics. We only need the one. But I mean, two is great always to have. But I mean, like functionally, we only need one.
Well, one for startups and one for moderation.
I see. Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, I think so. One you keep and one we give to you.
Sure. Okay, that's
Should
fine.
I open up the video so people see this?
Then you might want to control
Oh yeah,
this,
we're live. Okay, then let's
you know,
go.
sound over.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Perfect. Perfect.
Okay, can you see?
Yeah, but it's not going to be possible to control it all the time, so try to be a bit quiet during the pitches.
Okay, I understand.
Because this was the only.
I understand. I understand.
I will first just show this slide as a...
Yeah. And then I'll. Okay. Say that we're starting now. Everyone sit down.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
Yeah, but why not?
I'm not gonna-
Why not?
All right, testing 1 2 1 2. All right, we're getting started with Berlin. Blockchain Week. Come on, give it a round of applause, everybody.
Hello.
Maybe to put it on.
Okay, it works. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Berlin Demo Day. My name is Patricia. I am really excited for what's to come. We have a very big day ahead. So maybe let me very quickly introduce the core team to you, who have been working so incredibly hard behind the scenes to make it happen. Okay, getting calls. So here's Carlo, leading all things community. Mike. Mike leads all things developer relations, who's also handling our live stream today. And then we have Jess. And we have Jess, our marketing and events manager, who will be here very shortly. All right, so about the day today, we have 3 amazing partners. So we are pitching, startups will be pitching for 3 tracks, which is first of all staking facilities, so data science. Then we have Commerzbank, looking for solutions in the future of finance. And finally, Jägermeister, bringing people together and making nightlife safer. And we have an incredible prize pool of 25,000 euros today. All right, so in terms of how the day will go, we have 2 blocks of 90 minutes each, all right? There's a break in between. And then at 5 o'clock, approximately 5 o'clock, if all goes well, we will have our winner announcement. There'll be cake, champagne, maybe some surprises. And then afterwards, we reserved a little beer garden next door, and we'd love to take you all there for dinner and to celebrate. Startups, if you see your name on the list and you're up next, we will ask you to already come in front to get mic'd up and to get ready. And there's also a timer here in front so you can see the time. 3 minutes each. Please don't go over because we have 36 startups pitching, right? So I think if there's nothing else to add, or to say something.
Also one last word, since we've been here quite a lot, but it's always a special feeling, and W3 Hub is hustling their ass off to make Blockchain Week great. So give them a huge shout out and some applause, hosting us here always and making this atmosphere special. If you want to laugh, there's like some really cool banners on balconies, toilets, and so on. So make sure to check them out. Vicky will thank you later. And yeah, with that, I think we are ready to start, or?
Let's maybe have the jury very, very briefly introduce themselves. Just tell us who you are and what you're investing in, what you're looking for, and then we'll get going.
Make it quick.
Yeah, hi. Niklas Voigt. I work for Commerzbank in the digital assets and custody team. And yeah, we are basically building a product for our customers that is basically a wallet. And I'm looking for, yeah, some ventures we could maybe partner in the future. Of course, yeah. But over to you.
Thanks, guys. So excited to be here. All the best to all the startups. My name is Balaraj. I'm from Neosphere. We are the R&D unit of Commerzbank, looking for really interesting use cases here. Thank you so much.
Hello guys, my name is Nassar Ar. I'm coming from Dubai. I'm the Chief Strategy Officer at CoinW. CoinW is a centralized exchange. We have a partnership with Solana super team across all Europe. We are here to support all the projects in terms of listing in our exchange, exposing to new communities, to new jurisdictions and so on, since we have a huge user base, and we're proud to be here with you as well. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Andrea, and I'm part of Best Nights VC. We invest in the future of nightlife and social interactions, mostly consumer-facing, and we are Jägermeister's venture capital fund.
Hi, and I'm Christoph from Jägermeister. I'm in the global marketing team, and yeah, we hope that we find some interesting startups that make nightlife better. Thank you.
I'm Julius from Staking Facilities. We've been operating validators since day one for Solana. We are looking to create more transparency on data, try to make data more accessible for anyone that uses Solana, and that's what we're trying to achieve with our track to get you guys build something cool that makes data on Solana more visible and accessible. Yeah.
And hi all, I'm Matthias, so everything what Judith just said regarding staking facilities applies to me, so I'm mainly his mental support and head of infra and head of Solana at staking facilities.
Hey guys, I'm Daniel from L1D. We're a crypto fund based in Switzerland and backers of many Solana teams, and yeah, good luck to everyone pitching today.
Woo. All right, thank you all so much. So let's kick it off with Max and H2O Finance.
Hey everybody. All right, check. Thanks very much. Check. All right, hey everybody, I'm Max Sherwood, founder of H2O Finance, allowing you to go all in on MEV yield. As you might be aware, last year, over $1 billion in fees and MEV were produced on the Solana blockchain. This is referred to as the real economic value of the chain, a trend which is clearly increasing on Solana. So where do fees and MEV come from? During busy times on the chain, users pay transaction fees to ensure inclusion of their transactions on chain. MEV, by comparison, refers to the maximum extractable value of arbitrage opportunities from on-chain trading. Trading volume on-chain directly leads to the creation of fees and MEV. So who earns MEV? Solana stakers. How much do they earn? Currently, stakers are earning 6% from the issuance of new Solana tokens and around 2% from the flow of MEV. But look at how MEV yield varies. For example, it tripled in January during the Trump meme coin launch. Do you believe that Solana's increasing economic activity will result in increasing MEV flows to Solana stakers? Well, staking is actually not a capital efficient way for you to get MEV yield exposure, since only around 1/4 of staking yield is coming from MEV. If only there was a way for you to earn MEV with 100% of your capital. Introducing H2O Finance, a non-custodial staking solution which splits the flow of staking yield into two tokenized buckets, one for MEV and one for issuance. The listing of these composable yield tokens on trading protocols, margin trading protocols, and yield trading protocols unlocks a brand new market for MEV yield, which is perfect for traders or those looking to hedge. And MEV yield will only be an increasing significance in the future as the Solana community is motivated to reduce issuance and share transaction fees with stakers, resulting in increasing economic flows to the MEV token and a unique opportunity for traders. And yield trading on Solana is just taking off, with trading protocols like Exponent and RateX both 10xing their TVL in the past year, and both are interested in making a market for MEV yield. Over the past 3 years, we've earned increasing economic flows for our stakers from the $50 million of stake on our validator, H2O nodes. Now we've assembled a team to unlock the MEV yield marketplace. Our app will soon be live on DevNet at app.h2o.finance and allows for the staking and redeeming of yield tokens and the tracking of rewards. To learn more, you can read our docs at learn.h2o.finance. To be notified of our mainnet launch, you can join our waitlist at h2o.finance, where you can refer friends, earn points, and climb the leaderboard. Thank you very much.
Wow, that was great. That was 2 minutes and 45 seconds, record time. So remember, if you're pitching as a team, you got 3 minutes to give your pitch, and we're not shy about cutting you off. All right, next off, we have, I believe, InvoFi, and afterwards we'll have Soldexter. So if you're Soldexter, get ready. But InvoFi, please give them a big round of applause.
Hello, hello. Perfect. Hello, everyone. So first of all, thank you for Super Team Germany and B3 Hub for hosting us today. And I'm going to tell you something about InvoFi. So it is a platform for turning invoices into instant capital. So usually, we all know the problems with the invoices is that when I issue the invoice, the money is legally allowed to come in 30 or even 90 days, which is a big issue for me, for example, if I have to pay for it right now, for example, my flat rent. So we have a solution for that. We are turning invoices into digital assets and allow instant financing via a custom AMM. So our AMM is pricing the invoices a little bit with a certain discount and is allowing an instant financing with the community help, so kind of with crowdfunding. So why would you use InvoFi? Obviously for the invoice issuers, you get direct money with no time. For the invoice payer, we offer certain incentives, for example, early payment discounts, and also it will improve your on-chain risk scoring. And also since we're building for Commerzbank Trank, we thought about certain incentives for the banks, for the third parties. So basically, third parties can buy out the complete invoices or earn yield from the liquidity provision. They can earn fees from pool management, but they can also offer some insurance on invoice repayments or default guarantees. So how it works, basically we first generate the invoice on our platform and then we verify it in 3 different steps. First of all, the verifier on the other side, so who is taking the invoice is going to sign it on chain. Then we do some manual checks, and after that we are running automatic checks. So after that we're tokenizing it on Solana and throw this into an MM pool. So the MM pool is pricing the invoice and it's immediately available for the liquidity provision. So once the invoice is filled, so the pool is filled, I can get my money directly and withdraw it directly, and the contributors are waiting until the invoice is completely repaid. They're earning their money and also on top certain yield. So how did we do it? So our tech stack is obviously Next.js for the front end. We have also used a lot Anchor for smart contract architecture and development. We've used Solana as a block, of course, and also Metaplex a lot. Yes, so we also have certain user feedbacks. We asked a couple of people if it's something you would love to use or not, and we got quite some good feedbacks there. So for example, my friend Nikita, who's working with me, he's working as a freelancer, he couldn't pay for his rent because the money came too late. So he had to rent some money, to borrow some money from the friends. So it's actually a solution that people are using. So this is our team, Nikita and me. And yeah, thank you very much. Check out our Twitter.
Great job. Thank you very much for that. Next up, we have Soldexer. And if you are Novengrid, please come over to the side over here. Thank you very much.
Jim. Hey guys, I'm Alex from Soldexer, and the Solana data is kind of broken. And but what's the most valuable data on Solana? The most valuable data on Solana are AMM swaps, liquidity additions, launchpad data, transactions of things like chain analysis and bubble maps. And what's the challenge? So this challenge is dealing with high volume data. So it's extremely high cost to run RPC. You run into latency issues. There are a bunch of other limitations, but biggest issue is historical data. So for example, getting data that's older than 2 months on Solana is extremely challenging. So if you run your own node, no index is running more months of Solana, and it's a big pain if you want to index old protocols like Radium. And that's why we built Soldexer. Soldexer is better than RPCs, and Soldexer is better than a lot of the competition in the market. And what is Soldexer? So Soldexer is a data provision protocol powered by SQD network. It's using its data lake technology to create this scalable, highly performant SDK. And what you can do with it is it works by combining streams of data that we call pipes. And you can combine like various pipes together to create a highly scalable indexing solution. So for example, you can combine Radium data with your custom protocol data, and all this data can be stored by you in your protocol. So we also built the Soldexer Explorer, which allows you to play with the pipes. It allows you to test them out, combine them together, and plug them into your protocol. And our next our outreach plan is basically reaching out to Solana developers who can, onboarding them onto our public beta, partnering with charting platforms, seeing how it performs for them, and of course getting the Solana AI applications to create data sets for Solana, and just growing the user base and improving the experience for the Solana ecosystem. So we want to become, the read data for Solana. We want to become what for DevX, what Solana was for UX. And this is our team. And if you want to reach out to us, these are our socials. And yeah, feel free to chat with me afterwards. Okay, thank you.
I am so impressed. It's been like a couple of these and y'all have not gone over time. Next up, we have Novengrid, and afterwards we have Golden Pocket. So if Golden Pocket is here, please come over to the side. Thank you. Give it up for Novengrid, everybody.
Hi, thank you very much for coming. This is Novengrid, and we are tokenizing a $350 billion solar market, which is optimized in addition with AI-powered returns. The very restricted and centralized access currently leads to us missing out on a 300 gigawatt or $350 billion opportunity, which is just in the EU and German solar market alone. We're solving that by granting access through tokens, fractionalized ownership, which is highly liquid, and globally available, and we already have over $120 million in deal flow. How does it work? A real estate owner, this can be someone private, this can be a corporation, has a need for financing. Currently, the rates are quite high, and it's not that easy to get in a lot of times. So this is hard to get. We come in, and we actually offer that financing gap. Solar companies can often not build it themselves as well. So either the real estate owners or the solar tourists reach out to us. We package the whole setup into grids, hence the name NovenGrid, and then we finance the projects through token sales. The owners then pay back through rent to buy, sorry. In the back end, we also have an AI system that optimizes energy usage. For example, if there's nice weather, it might store it because the price is low. If there's horrible weather, it might sell it off. So this also has insane arbitrage opportunities based on deep-in data that we gather. People who have bought our token can stake it, of course, in Solana, and receive rewards, both access to energy, but also fees from the rent, leading to pretty good APYs. Fiat investment is also possible, and we handle the token side. How do we utilize Solana? We have the node clusters that are managed by the AI, and the deep-in data is stored on-chain for immutable audit trails, but also every time the AI trades, the arbitrage opportunity gets logged so that there's full transparency. And lastly, of course, the token sits on Solana, so if you stake it, you get access to everything. Our team has been in energy for over 30 years, a lot of times, many years spent in Web3 and AI as well. I was the director for Web3 Unicorn recently. We have built companies up to $500 million in ARR previously, and we have developed over 200 megawatts of renewable projects already. In our tech team, we have PhDs in applied physics, but also in neural networks. We have signed agreements with partners as big as BYD or PV Star, some of the world's leading companies in solar. We've also sourced $120 million in deal flow, and we have partnered with some of the biggest solar tours in Germany in selling over 1,000 panels or installments per year. We will continue to grow with storage, for example, as well, and for once regulation will be in our favor. We're currently raising $3 million because we have sourced a great opportunity building solar and storage around one of Germany's best shopping malls. Thank you.
All right, next up we have Golden Pocket. I wish I had a Golden Pocket. And then afterwards we're gonna have Beto. So please come over to the side and please give a big round of applause for Golden Pocket.
And one little extra announcement. I just got the notification that you can't hear it very well in the back. So maybe if you're a speaker, try to be as vocal as possible. We already raised the volume as much as possible. So just be, as vocal as possible.
Okay. Hey everyone, my name is Mert Hassan, and I'll introduce Golden Pocket to you today. Golden Pocket is a DEX first trading journal, and there's a clear trend. Perp DEXs are growing and more traders are moving on chain, but volume and dominance is growing. Tooling still lags behind what traders have on Sexes and TradFi. That's why I built Golden Pocket, a DEX first trading journal that tracks, analyzes, and visualizes your performance. It gives traders the tools and clarity they need to make better decisions, just like they're used to in TradFi. So how does it work? It's quite simple. The user chooses their exchange and enters their pub key. We handle the rest. We fetch the data, parse it, index it, and aggregate APIs where available to deliver insightful data. So let me give you a quick example of how traders use it. You can, for instance, analyze how far a trade moves in your favor or against you to fine-tune things like your stop loss or take profit. And again, these are all tools that traders already rely on, Sexes and in TradFi. And now with Golden Pocket, they can, on-chain traders can too. So as more capital and users flow into perp DEXs, the need for advanced tools like Golden Pocket only grows, which is why I'm building the performance layer that on-chain traders will come to expect as standard. So there will be core features will be free with advanced features behind a paywall. And we also offer APIs for power users and platforms looking to build on top. So I'll be shipping new analytics tools and exchange integrations regularly, and I'm also in talks with several DEXs. I'm building solo, combining 9+ years of trading experience with technical skills. I both understand the problem, the pain, and how to fix it. Thank you.
Afterwards, we got token gems, so if you're here, please don't come to the side. Please give it up for tomato, tomato, tomato.
Hi, I'm Thomas, founder of Major, and we are building markets as they were meant to be. Designed for you, real people with an honest trade interest. Not for bots, not for extractive trading strategies. I mean, who here in crypto has not been sandwiched yet? Exactly. Financial markets are a shark tank of sandwich bots, snipers, toxic order flow that extract $1 million per day on Solana alone. It's time for something new. Mato is not just another AMM or Klopdex. Mato uses a new design, a new market structure to match and settle trades. I call it TWAP, the weighted order. It adds a time dimension to traditional limit orders. So in addition to quantity and price, traders also set a duration in which the order is continuously swapped. At any point in time, the TWAP takes all trader intents into account to calculate a uniform market price at which all active orders continuously settle. And every time a new order comes in, like the sell order on the left, the market price is recalculated, and from that on, all active orders continuously swap at this new market price. Here you can see a sell order at a limit price of 200 USDC. This is the market price, and whenever it's off your limit, you're continuously selling, otherwise your trade is paused. So you also have this built-in trade automation, and there are no extra transactions. Everything is calculated and handled by the on-chain TWAP. So why does it matter? Better prices and better execution. There's no value leaked anymore from toxic extraction, and what's more, since you are streaming your orders and the market price is calculated looking at demand and supply, there's no competition on speed but on price, and this will ensure that you get the best possible price at any moment. We already deployed MVP on Solana DevNet. It's maybe the only market where you can trade DevNet Sol and USDC, so give it a try and let us know what you think. That's the team that supported me during the Breakout Hackathon team, but aka Paperdog, grew and engaged with the community. Hanno came up with this design and Nish brought it to life. So yeah, I know 1 minute is not enough to explain a whole new market structure, so I'm happy to answer any questions during the day. Thanks.
Well, I think you did just fine trying to explain that in a single minute, so I appreciate that. Next up, of course, we have To. You want to switch the mics? No problem, we can do that. All right, apparently I am way too loud, so. All right, so next up we got Token Gems. If we have Celio, please come over to the side. Give it up for Token Gems, everybody.
Thank you. Hi everybody, I'm Radko and I'm presenting Token Gems. My background is with Bitbon. I founded Bitbon. We run Token Tool, which is a successful smart contract and token generator. Over 6,000 tokens have been created with Token Tool, so we have a lot of experience with tokens, which is why we're working on Token Gems now. As we all know, there is a lot of DEX traded tokens. In fact, there's over 7 million of them. And one of the main challenges is how do you discover undervalued tokens in such a vast universe? Especially when you want to go beyond just short-term speculative and trade signals to a more fundamental analysis. So for example, if you want to find undervalued meme coins based on the Murat criteria, or if you want to find utility tokens based on fundamentals that are undervalued and that could explode. Now, do you remember how in the early days of the web, there were sites like Yahoo which created website directories? When there were just hundreds of websites that worked really well, you wanted to buy shoes, you went to the shoe directory, maybe it listed 10 websites and you could find some. But of course, once the web scaled to millions of websites, this didn't work anymore. So people invented search engines like Google that produce far better results than just lists. Now, today in the token world, where there's millions of tokens, we're still using lists. This is Dex Screener, one of the most popular sites to discover tokens. What you do is you scroll the list of trending tokens on the homepage. Maybe you can apply some rudimentary filters, but there is no real search functionality. If you click the search bar that you can see on Dex Screener, what it will ask you to enter is the token contract address or the name of a token. So it's not a true search functionality. It's a lookup of tokens that you already know. What it doesn't allow you to do is to discover tokens that meet your investment criteria. And that's exactly what we're building at Token Gems, a true search engine where you can search based on KPIs like holder distribution, number of transactions, or valuation metrics like market cap to revenue, market cap to unique active wallets. So you put in your search and then you get a list of tokens that actually meet your criteria that you want to invest in. Token Gems is an alpha stage. When you go to Token Gems AI, this is what you will find. It's a click dummy, and we're currently building on the back end, which is quite a big undertaking. One other feature of Token Gems is that people who are publishing analysis of tokens can get rewarded by earning points on this site. Because a lot of tokens have a small market cap, so there's no real analyst coverage like you have in a stock world where there are research firms. So that is also another important aspect of Token Gems. So if you're interested, go check it out under tokengems.ai. This is a real search engine that will let you discover actual token alpha that you cannot find elsewhere. And if you want to see updates about how we progress, scan the QR code, go to our Twitter account, and follow us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Token Gems. We are moving along in record time. Next up, we have Celio, and afterwards we got Arc Urban. Please come over to the side. Please give it up for Celio, everybody.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Awesome. Thank you. I'm João. I'm here to present Zelio, powering the next billion SMS transactions. All right, awesome. This is M-Pesa. M-Pesa is the largest SMS bank in the world. They power about 60 million people, over 1 billion daily transactions, and 8 African countries, all on SMS. But M-Pesa is broken fundamentally. They are expensive to users, and they are centralized, which has often led to the service being down and millions of people losing access to their banks. This is a perfect opportunity to bring a massive market on chain. Now, there's one specific country in Africa where this makes more sense than the others. This is Nigeria. Nigeria has over 60 billion in annual crypto transactions. It's the second largest crypto worldwide. It powers about 40% of all African volume on chain comes from Nigeria. And mind you, a little bit over a year ago, crypto was completely banned in Nigeria, meaning the infrastructure has yet to caught up to all the demand. Let's look at what the everyday transaction look like for in Nigeria. You have the P2P options like Binance or Bitso, which can often lead to your account getting frozen. This happens a lot when you transact. It's extremely expensive, and it's riddled with scams, so much so that Binance P2P has suspended operations due to the high level of scams. There are some fintech solutions, but these are custodial platforms, restrictive licensing, and high friction. This means that people from all over the world cannot transact to Nigeria back and forth, right? So we've spoken to we've conducted hundreds of customer discovery interviews from Super Team Nigeria members to centralized exchange users, and what we've built is a global SMS machine. Zelio allows anyone with any phone to transact to anyone else in the world directly without having any sort of borders. This is the first truly decentralized bank using the oldest UI and most used UI in the world. User 1 can transact to user 2, and then user 2 can then go on to off-ramp for cash, bank account, or create investments. Now, microtransactions are notoriously hard to monetize. That's why we've developed this system where we can create self-custodial wallets in staking smart contracts, which means we can actually monetize on the accrued value of our users. We don't actually need to charge fees. We've also been working with Magic Block to create bundling systems so we can actually charge 0 for all our transactions. It's free for the users. we're also building the first fully regulated crypto-to-cash off-ramp in Nigeria, working with Sphere and MoneyPoint. This is our partners we work closely with. I'm speeding because we're kind of getting another time. This is our team. The team isn't here today because we have to ship mainnet, so there's work to be done. And yeah, we're raising a pre-seed, guys. Feel free to reach out anytime. Feel free to look at our website, look at our docs. We're doing great work. Thanks.
I didn't know that 10K worked over on your team.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, interesting. Okay, cool. Well, awesome. Great for a presentation. Next up, we have Arc Urban. Hollow is coming up next. Please come over to the side. Please give it up for Arc Urban.
Hi, my name is Marian, and I represent Arc Urban, a real estate agency. And I've come up with a concept that brings the cooperative housing model, EG, on chain. So what is an EG? Eine eingetragene Genossenschaft in Germany is basically a cooperative model for communities that bring co-equity in a simplified way. So, for example, you can create a frame from an EG model around a co-working space like this. You can build it with a restaurant. You can even, in our case, use it to lower the tenants' rents. And that is our aim. So our main focus is to increase the profitability of the EG model because it is, yeah, I'm not prepared well, I have to say. So increasing the EG profitability is our main focus because of idle capital that's in the reserve of the EG model. So on-chain EGs will simplify the onboarding process for our investors. We will enhance the liquidity of the EG model and provide a fully transparent and automated real-time user experience for our members. We aim to launch a RegTech foundation that is leveraging profit incentives to channel outside capital straight into EG equity. So there are two ways that we can start. First, we can purchase old stock real estates, onboard existing tenants, or the most interesting way is to participate in public tenders because governmental institutions, they preference EGs because of their social character. So how do we leverage Solana to doing this? One idea is to act as a trusted validator node and to onboard our real estate investors onto Solana and for our members with recurring interest for stablecoin yield protocols, for example. On top of that, we are going to be a service provider for other EGs because we like to scale our model. So in the meantime, building this, we acquired a 15 residential unit property in Berlin-Kreuzberg with exclusive purchasing rights, aiming for 3.7 million of total investment. This is our team. I'm in crypto since 10 years. My friend is a Rust developer that's very experienced. And we have operational parts with my brother that owns the estate company. Thank you for your attention and sorry for my anxiety.
All right, Berlin, you're killing it. Well done, staying on schedule. We're going to let Eno rest his voice for a moment. Up next, we have Hollow, and on deck, Reka. Give it up for Hollow.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for having me. My name is Ben, and I have 3 minutes to tell you everything you need to know about Hollow, our synthetics protocol. So with our synthetics protocol, you will be able to mint any kind of asset, including stock tokens, commodities, indices, and even meme coins if you want. as long as you have a price feed available on chain. There we go. So why Holo? There is so much real-world asset companies coming that are issuing centralized real-world assets, like stock tokens or any kind of reflecting tokens of commodities or whatever. So there are a few reasons why synthetics are great, and here are 3 of them. With traditional real-world assets, you usually have a problem from the legal side, because those assets, when it comes to, for example, tokens, are considered securities. And if you are issuing more securities, you need full customer onboarding, requiring KYC, AML, all of that. And you're usually regionally constrained because you have a license on the European market, the American market. They're very rare issuers that have a worldwide license, which make those tokens more difficult to trade and more or less incompatible to true DeFi. With synthetics, this is not the case. You can access them worldwide permissionless. We've done the whole legal process within the European Economic Area, so those assets are considered utility tokens, and they give you instant on-chain exposure and allow for incredible portfolio diversification. Yeah, there's always one slide needed that shows the numbers go up, up, up. So here we are. I think everybody has seen the numbers or the predictions for the real-world asset market. This chart, for example, the many of them indicates a 10 to 20x increase over the next 5 years, and this includes the different asset classes, from stocks to bonds, whatever. So the market is growing for real-world assets, and also then for synthetics. There's a huge opportunity. The protocol we've built, and we have deployed it on a smaller chain already, which currently has around 2 million TVL, has a lot of revenue venues, basically. How to say, you always need that in crypto, because a protocol needs to be somehow sustainable, otherwise it's not going to work if it's only based on inflation. So we have made some estimations and assessments on the numbers we have, and a more conservative one with 25 million TVL, we expect 10 million in revenue per year. At 100 million, this would be more than 60 million. So yeah, that's it. Thanks.
Fantastic. Testing. Thank you, Holo. I'm going to use that from here on out when I'm pitching. This goes up, up, up. It's magic. I love it. All right, next up, we've got Reka and BTF. Please get on deck. You are next, so everybody give it up for Reka.
Hello. So Reka, and today I want to talk to you about DCA-Fi. What is DCA-Fi? Basically, it's a mixture between dollar cost averaging, DCA, and DeFi. Those today are already 2 established pillars in the ecosystem of Solana, right? But they are not connected, and that's a problem that we will solve. Why is it a problem? Because DCA in and of itself can sometimes be already expensive, plus you do have opportunity cost, because inside the DCA process, you are not generating any yield, and that's what we want to change. Studies have shown that 59% of crypto users are already considering DCA their main strategy. So it is used for good reason. However, you are not generating any yield, no compound. And we want to solve that with our platform. It's quite simple. I'm going to explain it. So first, you select your asset. It can be USDC, for example, and you're gonna DCA swap into Solana, or the other way around. You go out of Solana into DCA with the into USDC with a schedule. Yeah, set up the schedule. While doing that, you can also choose your DeFi strategy. You want to go into staking, a little bit into LPs, lending, for example, and that's already it. Then the schedule is set, and you can start generating yield and doing your DCA process. Cool. How do we want to make money with this? We're gonna charge a 0.10% vault fee. That's how we start. Maybe at later stages we can increase that price, but quite transparent, quite simple. Simplicity is key here. No surprises, no token gonna be issued, nothing whatsoever. All right. The go-to-market strategy is quite product-led. I'm gonna show you a little video. This is the team of 4 people. Cool thing is, we're not just building this, we also use this. The roadmap, we have some integrations upcoming with DeFi protocols that you can use. And this is the video recorded by my friend and colleague Sven. How does it work? Quite simple. In order to use it, you create a vault. You do so by connecting your wallet. Here you can choose your token. Let's say you want to put USDC into that vault, 1,000 USDC in this case, and you select your target asset. This target asset here is Bonk Sol. You pick the schedule, and that's already it. Yeah? Now it is set, yeah? And you can generate DeFi yield. Cool thing is, you don't just generate yield on the target token, also on the initial token. So you have DeFi on both ends, while being in the DCA.
Time's up.
Sorry, we are already done. So that's it basically.
But I'm so impressed that we got a product demo squeezed into that 3 minutes. That was amazing. Thank you so much. All right, next up, BTF and Zodial. If you could please get on deck for me. Everyone give it up for BTF.
How are we all doing? Still fresh? Still fresh. Wonderful. Hi, I'm Janine. Who here likes to make money? Woo! I do, yes. Who here would like to have more money? No, most people, right? Yeah. I'm going to try to rappel you on something that is called the German Mittelstand, or in English, small and medium-sized businesses. I really like laundromats, nail salons, everything that's boring. And the reason why I like them, let's look at some stats, is that most of the owners, these are numbers for the US, this looks similar across all Western countries, are getting really old. And I don't know how many people you know that say, yes, I'm going to take over daddy's plumbing company, even if it makes millions a year. Very few, but I like millions, so I don't care what the business is that comes with it. And so for the US, for example, we know there's about 5 trillion, you can run through the math, just of businesses that need to sell because the people are getting towards retirement. That does not include businesses where people get a divorce, they're moving countries, they're doing other things. 1% of that is 50 billion. I don't get out of bed for 1% of market share. I would like to have 20. It's still at 1%, it's a nice number. For the US, for Germany, it looks like 122 billion. Got my numbers wrong there. And if you were thinking, well, I'd like a that, you're not the plenty of people do. So let's go buy one. This is a deal for laundromat I saw down in 2020. Only thing you need to know is they put 160K down. They're walking away with 35K profit every month after paying the loan off and everybody who works in their businesses, which is really nice. I'd like that. So we have a little AI tool that tells us if this is good, because you probably don't know much about laundromats, and I didn't either. So we're asking people smarter than us. The way we did that is we grabbed a finance bro in London, we gave him 2 espresso martinis, then I kidnapped him, I forced his brain into AI, and my CTO did a lot of dark and ontology stuff. And now the problem is, I'm sitting at the Volksbank, found a good business, and they're looking at me as if I'm having 3 hats, because they're like, you want a loan for what? And you're going to acquire the business, and it's going to take forever. Especially if you're buying a German business and you're a partner, which you can, and the KfW, the Kraft für Wiederaufbau, will actually fund it, but it's really hard to find a bank to do that. So we're going to bring some Solana speed and efficiency to that. What we're doing is the AI platform, actually, nobody knows this, every user has a wallet, so every report becomes an NFT and a risk score of that business. Now, you have an LP pool similar to Morpho that is geo-fenced, so we're making sure we're not doing any anti-money laundering with Russia or North Korea or any of the bad ones. And then you as a crypto person could, for example, lend into that pool, and you as a normal person who don't even know that they're touching crypto can get a loan if the business that you had on the platform beforehand qualifies with a risk score good enough to be a business. And so people can set their own things. I'm having 5 seconds. This is a development just very recently. I partnered with Quantum, who do, they do quantum Bitcoin trading on Solana, real world assets, and they do very fancy stuff with quant stuff Merrill Lynch and Jane Street that I don't understand, but it looks really cool. So we're buying a business for the price of 1 Bitcoin and we're tokenizing it. Thanks.
Wow, wow, wow. That is how you do a pitch. That was fantastic. I want to go do tequila shots with you. You seem fun. Oh, sorry. My bad, Jägermeister. That was BF, everyone. Next up, we have Zodial joining us from Munich. Woo! And on deck, Brace. Get on deck, and everyone give it up for Zodial for me.
Hey everyone, we would like to present you Zodial, a lending platform that replaces traditional isolated markets with a portfolio-based approach. And this can bring your entire asset stack on board all at once and not one asset at a time. This is Lucas and me. We are both co-founders of the Tom Blockchain Club. And why are we doing this? I hope you all already use DeFi lending. That's pretty cool. And I hope you didn't get liquidated yet. But in case you're afraid, like 99% of the people that are not on board in our $3 trillion market, we would like to solve this problem for you. And we believe that most people don't really understand the risks, and that's too risky for most assets to actually be onboarded in the current setup. This problem is a little bit more difficult than most other problems. So in case you know the DeFi lending platforms, there are isolated markets, there are efficiency markets, there are vaults, there are a lot of products that don't really are necessary, but they're all trying to fix our problem here, which is that if you want to bring on all assets, you need very specific use cases and map all the use cases. And that is not happening right now. And you have low usage, low APIs, and therefore also no diversified portfolios.
Thanks. So what's our solution to the problem? We introduced the concept of unified portfolio health. So all assets that you have in your portfolio contribute to a shared health score, and then you can borrow or leverage against your entire portfolio. And we calculate the risk with an asset matrix over the entire portfolio instead of having isolated risk parameters as it's done right now. And how does it work? We track the outstanding deposits and borrows on chain, as most platforms do. And then every time a user interacts with the platform, we calculate the global health score. We also integrated some PIV price feeds for that. And what's the main benefit here? There are two use cases, basically. Either you can secure your position way more than traditionally. So for an identical position, we can, for example, achieve a health score of 1.5 instead of 1 with the same identical deposit. Or, in turn, we can unlock a higher borrowing limit. So $1,500 instead of $1,000 on a different platform with isolated markets. So we have some initial contracts done, some operations on DevNet with a demo web app that's not live yet. And we integrated the price feeds in the breakout sprint. Listening, and if you have some time in the break or later, you can help us out a lot by filling out the form that's linked there, and you can also find the demo page there when we release it. Thanks.
I love seeing my Munich team showing up and showing out. So excited. All right, that was Zodial. Next up, we're going to have Brace, and on deck, Vanish. So we are down to our final 5 teams for session number 1 here. So again, we're going into Brace right now, and Vanish, wherever you're at, get on deck for me. Give it up for Brace.
Hi everyone, this is Masoud, founder of Brace, an on-chain clearinghouse, freeing up to 80% of liquidity for B2B payments. Here's how it works. We're in a stablecoin gold rush right now with over 400 stablecoin companies and over 33 trillion on global transaction volume over the past 12 months. What happens is companies are sending stablecoins back and forth, one stablecoin at a time, one transfer at a time. And the reality is a complex web of crisscrossing obligations, which leads to a payment spaghetti with overlapping transactions and transactions moving in all directions very inefficiently. So what I told you, that most transfers are not handled in the most efficient way. Actually, this problem exists in a better form for B2B payments, traditional B2B payments, because they're low and manual, they're siloed, and they're capital intensive because you need to pre-fund accounts for payments that you need to make. This leads to 4 trillion in working capital, which is trapped on a global scale based on statistics. So on both worlds, we have a massive bottleneck in liquidity, cash flow, and working capital, which is trapped. And banks have a solution for that, which is called clearinghouses. They have multiple responsibilities, which is to establish trust and to net transactions. What does this mean? So let's say I owe you, you owe me $200, and I owe you $210. Then the most efficient way to handle the transaction would be me only sending you the difference, $10, instead of locking up $410 in total. But clearinghouses are only available to banks and large industry consortia, which is why we have created a proprietary protocol called autonomous settlement rings, which finds rings among hundreds of companies and transactions and makes the process more efficient. Based on our calculations, this opens up to 70 to 90% of liquidity freed up. So let's look at a 3-party example where previously 1 million of total cash needed to move. After our optimization, only 150K needs to move. This means 850K freed up and all get paid as previously before. Why this wins? It's faster because of instant stablecoin settlement. It's more efficient because liquidity gets freed up, and it's compliant because we are using ZK technology to encrypt the transactions. The market is huge, so actually this can be applied to anywhere where money flows in bidirectional directions. So for example, for payments companies, fintech companies, or even AI agent payments where different AI agents pay each other in an agentic economy, or enterprises and a lot of other use cases. Only 1% market share leads to unlock of 600 billion capital efficiency. How we go to market with stable companies and open up traditional B2B payments. Our team is experienced in payments and fintech founders, and I'd like to hear your feedback with this QR code, the future of payments, making them disappear. Thank you very much.
I love how self-moderating all of you are. You are amazing. You're like, oh shit, no time. All right, that was Brace. Next up, we are going to have Vanish, and on deck, if we could have Snap Soul Pause. Everyone, give it up for Vanish.
That we're not moving too much in the screen. Yeah, sounds good. You just put it on.
Hello. Imagine for a second that you're actually a good trader. Every trade you make on chain tells a story. What you are, well, who you are, what you're doing, how much you're moving, all in real time. Vanish makes that, well, vanish. Vanish is the first anonymous trading platform that allows you to trade any SPL token anonymously at the highest speeds without compromising security while being compliant. But what is the actual problem? What does Vanish solve? Currently, in Solana, we see about $7 billion in daily DEX volume, yet there are no native privacy solutions. Traders suffer from having their strategies exposed, token teams receive scrutiny from their treasury management, and the current solutions are mainly catered to payments that aren't Solana native.
Privacy is achieved by pooling Solana and user positions across our multiple hot wallets. To ensure Vanish is not used for private payments and only for private trading, we maintain AML compliance with a strict one-in, same wallet out system.
As Vanish employs a position pooling method for obscuring trading activity, it requires a certain level of TVL. To incentivize users to hold value on the platform, which enables our private trading, we offer a redistribution of our trading fees. It works like this. Users hold SOL or positions on the platform, trading fees are then generated, and then each user receives a reward proportional to the value that they provide, which is distributed in Solana.
Our Vanish core API slots into any Solana swap protocol. We add stealth trading as the new default for just a 0.1% fee, with very minimal changes to your UI and user experience. Acting purely as a transaction wrapper, it layers on top of your existing infrastructure, adding private trading capability in just 50 millisecond post-finality.
Existing solutions fall on key features which are sought after by traders. An example of this is speed. So Vanish provides competitive speeds without disrupting the user's trading experience. Whilst other solutions focus on both private payments and trading, Vanish remains undistracted. A good trader needs to move with the market, and Vanish gives you that flexibility. Thank you.
Very impressive, having 4 people speak and still coming 30 seconds under time. Wow, I can barely get my name out in 3 minutes. I know. Well, showing up for Eno with that German efficiency. All right, we have 3 teams left. On deck, I need Unify Compass. And coming up now, we've got Snap Soul Paz. Everyone give it up.
Good afternoon, everyone. Imagine a situation that you are all with your friends, like in this particular scenario, and you are enjoying your Jägermeister and your food, and then this happens. Gemeinsam oder for those who doesn't know German, it's basically if you want to pay individually or if you want to pay collective. So in Germany, it's basically most of the people, they pay separately. So we are targeting that problem, and then, sorry. And when it comes to this situation, it looks like this. So all of your friends are, oh, damn, now we have to pay separately. And they start calculating, okay, what did I order? So how much do I have to pay? And then, oh, sorry. So I'm presenting Snap Sol Pay. So basically, you need to split the bills, but not the vibe. So how exactly we are doing? So we are eliminating the group payment hassle. And in this particular scenario, one of your friends will pay the whole amount. And then after, you can continue further without killing your vibes. So we are achieving this frictionless payment by using AI-driven payment splitting system. And furthermore, it will be quite secure with the use of blockchain technology. And for those who will be using this, they will get the loyalty rewards. So how exactly the solution looks like? So it is just like Snap, Recognize, and Pay. But to make you more understandable, it is just like this. You either take a snap of the bill or just upload it. So then after with this Solana AI Smart Scanner, it will itemize the bill, and then you will see the, okay, what is the total amount. And then after you can select the contact, like which friend took what. So over here, for an example, it is Tom who took like 36 euros worth of drink. And then after, you will have the 3 options. Either you can just scan the QR code from your Solana wallet, or take a loan from the bank, or pay manually. So at this scenario, I took this application of QR payment code, and over there you can see payment is complete once you have the Solana tokens in your wallet. But we are also integrating the DeFi solutions, so like connecting Web 2 with the Web 3. So over here, Commerzbank can do, like we can integrate our wallet with the Commerzbank, and with the amount of tokens that we have with the Solana tokens, that will have like the amount of the USDC or maybe euros, then accordingly they will get the up for the loan if they don't have that particular amount at that particular scenario. So we also did like competitors analysis, and over here you can see we are like ticking all boxes, and we are ready to give a tough competition to all these players. So these we need like pilot partnership, and then after these will be the benefits, and this is my team, and I hope to get your support. And if you want to look further, please feel free to scan these QR codes and help us to make Perplexity for the moment. Thank you.
Very well done. Amazing. Thank you, Snap Soul Pay. Coming up next, we have a special guest, it looks like. Unify Compass is coming up next, and Rampa, please get on deck for me. Do we have special dog tricks? They automatically win for having a dog.
We like our animals here at Unified Compass. So I'm Rob, this is Lawson. We are a 9-person team from 9 different nationalities. We've been rethinking about what maps can be done in a very, very positive way. We're ripping up what Google have been giving us for the last few years. Our game is how do we convince a new map to have real social impact. Here, next one. No, there we go. Here's a little teaser. So you might have saw that was the W3 Hub. We have a little move around Kreuzberg here. We have record shops. We have then food locations, all in a very boutique way. Our idea is to convince and power up the neighborhoods, which have been lost from time to time. So here we go. We're coming over our transaction. We've been working also with Blinks. But today, we want to give you a little bit of a view. Every of the icons are individual to the topic. So this is Streuenhofer. This is basically then for dogs which are in Bulgaria and have problems. We bring them over, we're supporting over 100 different types of animal charities here in Germany. That's the plan. So as we can see here, transaction is on debt at this moment. Confirmation confirmed. So where we're going, we've come to the point where we've now built the prototype. We're going to work together with the Creators Guild from Super Team Germany. We're going to bring more art onto our map. Every single one of our icons can be then re-skinned so we can consistently evolve our map. Our map is not dead like other ones. So when we go through then to the next stage, what we're looking at, the one interesting point is, although we can then just be focused on Berlin, we are working together with Prince William's Royal Foundation, and we are focused on Newport in Wales. We have then 600 partners we'd have to then show on a map. Whereas in Berlin, we have these bears, we'll be making dragons in Newport. This is the team. So as I said, we're 9 of us, 5 developers, myself and Chanapa doing products. We have then influencers. We have Jan, who's coming from X-Fan Zone. From the point of view, what we are looking for is actually help to support us to make the internal token what we do. Is what, let's say in the blockchain, we call the arcade token. But as the partners, the most interesting ones fresh from this week is the good old Buddy Bears. We've been discussing about how we can join this into our idea. We're thinking already about a treasure hunt. There's 672 of these lovely little babies all around Berlin, and quite a few of them have been lost. So we're going to do a treasure hunt. Thank you very much. Unified Compass, tech for good.
I hope you all learned something from that. Because they had the dog, everyone had their phones out and took a photo, so it's like free advertising with the logo. Bring a dog to your presentation. All right, we've done really good at staying on track, which I fully expect to go off the rails right now as we bring in the Colombians from Munich. Everyone. All right, everyone give it up for Rampa, our final team of round 1.
So, what if sending money to your family abroad was so easy and simple that you don't even have to think about it? Billions of dollars are sent every single year, but yet the system is broken. We are building a system that is fast, cheap, and sorry, I have to start again. We are, sorry, I'm a bit nervous. So, remittances. We're building a system that is, no, problem statement, sorry. I will start again. What is sending money home is, no, sorry.
We love you, Juan.
Sorry. I'm very, so, let's start right away. Remittances today are slow, expensive, and unclear. People are losing both money and time just to support their families across borders. We are building Rampa. It's so simple that anyone can use it without needing to understand crypto. So you can just sign up with your social account. Just put your with your social account. MPC is created behind the scenes without needing to understand crypto. Then you can top up via bank transfer, credit card payment, or cryptocurrency. And then you go send funds, you put the amount, pick the contact, and hit send. And that's it. Money arrives in a few seconds. The global remittance markets reward 860 billion. We are starting with the 11 billion from Spain to Latin America, where pain is real and there's a high demand. We talked to 3 migrant voices in Germany and Spain, and they want the message is clear. They want something fast, cheap, and simple without learning crypto. We are building for Colosseum because we believe remittances are one of the most real-world use cases for Solana, having real impact. We already have a prototype working on DevNet, making real transactions. We are integrating an MPC wallet to make a seamless onboarding. Then we will launch a closed beta in Spain and Colombia with 50 test users and on and off-ramp partners. And we go public in Europe and Latin America with fiat on-ramps and stablecoin, multi-stablecoin support. And then we scale and monetize with Visa card and a flat fee model, yes. Now we are a team of 4, 3 Colombians and 1 Spaniard, all living in Germany. We have lived this problem, sending money home every single month, and we are building the product which we had. Why traditional apps are centralized? They are expensive. And Web3 wallets, they are crypto knowledge required, and they are remittance focused. Rampa is simple, it's on-chain, and it's made for remittances. We are transforming lives. With about 90% lower costs, families get more from what they earn. We are raising a pre-seed fund. Thanks for listening. And sorry about that.
All right, we just had 18 amazing teams for round number 1. Everyone give them a big round of applause. Amazingly well done. Thank you so much. We are going to take a half an hour break now. So we will be back exactly at 3 p.m.
Like it's 20 minutes time on this break.
Oh.
No, like 15 minutes. But it's okay. We will tell people when we're starting.
We can, I'll give him like a 10-minute. I'll give him like a 10-minute warning.
Okay,
Yeah.
We have time to check our slides. As you said, we uploaded instead of making a live demo. You know where you are? We are third floor, so pre-last. Yes. Can you update the page? Yes. Does it load the videos? Okay, perfect. Yeah, great. Thank you very much.
Okay. Wish me luck.
Ganz kurz eine Frage. Ihr habt die Links hochgeladen, oder? Also es sind die gleichen Links, die geschickt wurden. Nur weil ich eine kleine Anpassung in den Link selber gemacht habe. Ja, das ist sicher alles drin.
Ich kann nochmal. I have the same question. Yeah. So you can reload every
missing a link. Okay. Can you go to the when you're done? Gigantic. Okay. No, that's F. Yeah, that's okay. I think there is no way to add other ones, right? Like if we update the link, okay. And let's switch with this. Okay. And then it's good.
So how do we improve that? How do we make this better? That's where TickPick AI comes in. AI is perfect. AI can work for you 24/7 while you sleep. And if he had used TickPick AI directly before, he would have known this report would have been a sell signal for Solana. Never. Always of course. And his friends would have been out touching grass, enjoying the time together, maybe having a little shot of something. Meeting friends is what you want to do, right? So let AI work for you. How do we do this? We combine technical, fundamental, and sentiment analysis and give people just one thing, an easy, long or short signal. And they can create these analysts with just using natural language, easy as ChatGPT. So this is not just a story and a vision. We actually built this already. It is live. It's deployed on testnet already. But we don't stop there. If you have signals for yourself, you might as well sell them. The signal market is 1.5 billion globally now, and that's mostly crypto signals being sold in groups, in closed discords, in X. So we allow people to create their analyst and have other people subscribe to it, buy into it, get the signals from them. If you share it, you can make more, your friends make more, better for everyone. We don't stop there. We built our own dual bucket AMM model that allows for the price of an analyst speculation to go up without the underlying. That means the more people subscribe to your strategy, the more people lock their tick token into it, the higher the price goes. So you can benefit not just from a strategy, but also from being early in a new thing. Now, we make money on two sides, on-chain, off-chain, and we go not just in crypto, but we will go into stocks, FX, down the while. We have a new partnership with Ethermail, 2 million wallets. I wish you can use that very soon, so scan and follow, and don't be mid-curving it. Be smart, and either subscribe or create your own analyst on TickPick AI. Thank you.
All right, give it up for TickPick. Signals Marketplace, love it. And next up we have, of course, this mic, I think, perfect. So next up we have Peridot. So where's Peridot at? Perfect. Do we have Trade? Oh, Peridot? Man, you were looking fresh. You're looking good. Damn. All right. So we got Peridot, and then on the side we need Trade Room. Give it up for Peridot, everybody. He's fresh dressed.
So thanks everyone. My name's Joshua, I'm the founder of Peridot, and I'm really proud to present to you what we've built in these 4 weeks for the Solana Breakout Hackathon. So nowadays there are some big problems with DeFi lending. All the assets are basically fragmented. It takes on all different chains, you know it. If you EVM chain, use it. If you use a non-EVM chain, for example Solana, you have a hard time bringing funds together. The cross-chain bridging is slow, it's manual, and especially you can't get the most out of your yield, right? And all of that makes DeFi a bit complex for beginners, and especially for Web2 users. They have a really hard time finding their way into that. So that's where we've built Peridot Protocol, because we enable cross-chain lending and borrowing from any chain to any chain. It doesn't matter if it's EVM, it doesn't matter if it's non-EVM, like Solana, for example. You can use Solana, and you can borrow to any chain, you can lend to any chain. That's all on a unified platform with a fintech-grade simplicity, which helps also Web2 users find their way into there. And to even increase that and accelerate Web2 users getting to Peridot and using also DeFi, we have built our Easy Mode. Easy Mode helps in that way that users get a streamlined access to the lending and borrowing market. They can onboard Fiat via PayPal, bank transfer, and have all the Web3 features from the normal protocol, but with all of the Web3 stuff confusing them. So you can just put on their Fiat, lend, borrow, earn yield, and with one click. Here you can also see, for example, when the user opens up their profile,
sets up the easy mode, what it would look like, and what the other steps are in our demo. And we've also built an AI agent, which helps with that. It helps the user, rebalances the portfolio if he wants to, and he also can set stop losses, so he doesn't have to be afraid to lose his assets while he's gone, sleeping or whatever. So we've also have a monetization strategy, how we want to be sustainable, which of course is through fees and through liquidation penalties. And for the future, what we plan is to do security audits. Of course, your money has to be safe. We will roll out the AI agent, roll out on multiple chains to connect all these, and we also will build in additional features like cross-chain perpetuals and other DeFi instruments. We plan to get users in and market makers through high yield for early liquidity providers and through important partnerships. We have acquired in that time already quite some traction with over 150,000 impressions on Twitter, and we've acquired a partnership with the Stellar Development team, Mona team, and some others to bring in Peridot to you and to Web3. You can see us. We are all having multiple years of experience in our respective field. Thanks a lot for your time. That's Peridot Protocol. Visit our demo on peridot.finance. Ask me some questions. And yeah.
Patricia, I think we need to come up with a fourth award category for best dressed. This guy would definitely win. All right, so next we got trade rooms, and afterwards we got MCBUs. So if you're inside, come over here. Give it up for trade rooms.
Hello, everyone. Have you ever booked a hotel stay and then your travel plans changed? You try to cancel it, but boom, high cancellation fees or no refund at all. At Trade Rooms, we've got you covered. We are building an online travel agency for tradable hotel stays. Think of your hotel reservation as a token, an NFT, that can be flipped, traded, or redeemed. So let me walk you through the demo. So you go to traderooms.fun, location, dates, and a hotel. You book your room, you pay, and immediately you mint an NFT that represents your stay. Now, if your plans change, instead of canceling, you can just resell the NFT at any Solana marketplace. I've shown Tensor. If you're ready to travel, you just redeem the NFT and get your reservation code to check in. Simple and flexible. But it's not just about flexibility. We're creating a new asset class. Hotel prices always go up as the travel date gets closer. Now, yeah.
Click on slide 4 and then go
Yeah.
on slide 4.
Yeah. Thanks.
Video is holding it up, I think.
Thanks. So now you can hedge your future travel, or you can actually speculate on the hotel inventory. Do you know about any event close by that may drive up the prices for hotel rooms, like concert, football match, or conference perhaps? You can buy low and sell high. Just, we all do that in crypto, right? So we finished building the MVP in 1 week after the hackathon, and last 2 weeks we've been testing, and I'm really happy to announce that we're going to be going live with the product in 2 weeks. By end of June, on day 1, we'll have more than 200,000 hotels available for booking, and today I'm actually looking for early testers that want to try out the product. So sign up today at traderooms.fun and I'll get you 20% discount of your first booking. So this is the team. Myself, I've got 10 plus years experience in travel tech, and with my partner Sergio, we've been building in Web3 space for about 3 years. So prior to this, we built NFT Launchpad. Thank you very much.
Awesome. That's great. I'd like a room at the Ritz-Carlton for €50, please. All right, so trade rooms, and next up we have MCB Use, and afterwards we have REWA Invest. Please come over to the side. Give it up for MCB Use, everybody.
Sonst geht's nicht. All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Julius, and I'm extremely excited to introduce you guys to MCBoost, the blockchain-based, community-centered microbanking solution for the unbanked and the sharing economy. The global economic system is powered by countless transactions that are either micro or macro, and the lower middle and lower income economies are predominantly powered by microtransactions. Despite this, a staggering 6.45 billion people lack safe, simple, and effective ways to manage their money, remaining either inadequately banked or entirely unbanked. This is due to traditional banking models not being optimized for microtransactions economies due to either their high costs or minimal returns. This results in significant barriers like high transaction fees, inflexible infrastructure, and complete lack of financial inclusion for billions, preventing them from saving, spending money, building credit, or accessing various loans. Banking microtransactions economies requires innovation to make it more efficient and cost effective. This is why we use Solana's blockchain with crypto wallets and stablecoins in a pre-banking layer, removing the cost burden that has typically prevented banks from serving these markets. This captures transactions data for a microcredit scoring system, which then enables us to serve that to banks, which enables them to serve billions that are currently unbanked. MCBoost works through 3 distinct layers that connects blockchain technology with traditional banking. The first layer functions like a checkings account, a digital checkings account, enabling users to receive, hold, and transfer stablecoins. The second layer operates more like a savings account, holding and accumulating stablecoins over time. The final banking layer becomes accessible once users have built enough savings to reach our banking threshold. These layers enable four different account types for different users. Type 1 gives low-income users without regular income a quick and easy way to access banking. Type 2 serves low-income users with regular income, and Type 3 handles micropayments for higher-income users, while Type 4 helps regulated income users, like, for example, students, pool and share their money. For our go-to-market strategy, we'll be piloting our pre-banking solution in upper and upper-middle income countries. For this, we'll use account types 3 and 4, which unlocks instant peer-to-peer transfers, micropayment processing for small businesses, like, for example, Spätis, and seamless group payments. This strategy allows us to target this rapidly expanding market. As you can see right here, the microfinance market is growing at a 10 to 12% rate year over year and is predicted to reach 800 billion by 2034. So evidently, there's a huge business opportunity for us to tap into. We use a B2B2C model for our pre-banking layer and a B2B model in our banking layer. Businesses and banks pay us for our data, transactions, and access to our users. What sets us apart from our competitors, like, for example, M-Pesa, Jumo, or Tala, is that we have a more community and data-focused approach to banking the unbanked and the sharing economy.
Love you, brother, but their time is up. Let's give it up for MCBoost, everybody. I know. I'm sorry. You did a great job. Great presentation. Here's the. If you can't see it, here's their beautiful team. Great team. All right. So next up, we have. I was informed it's called Reva Invest. So Reva Invest is up, and next after that is Bit by Bit. Please come to stage. Give a big round of applause to Reva Invest, everybody.
Hello, hey. We are Reva Invest. We want to show you the gateway to leadership in ESG compliant tokenized real estate. The ESG compliant digital real estate market is accelerating fast. with institutional mandates driving 17% annual growth and tokenization expected to hit 16 trillion by 2030. Timing is everything. JP Morgan launches their pilot in Q3. Goldman committed 50 million in infrastructure. Market standards solidified by Q4 2025, and first movers could capture over 60% market share. For institutions, barriers are freezing this market. High origination cost, ESG trust deficit from greenwashing, no real-time compliance automation, limited access to curate assets. Like Stripe, simplified payments, we've built infrastructure for institutional real estate tokenization. Our AI engine pre-validates investor demand, while our blockchain agnostic platform integrates seamlessly with institution custody. Real-time ESG compliance eliminates greenwashing through automated AI verification. Smart contracts slash compliance cost and zero setup fee enable mass adoption. Together, we can establish the joint ESG asset standard, the benchmark for compliant tokenized real estate. Commerzbank brings European distribution, regulatory expertise, and ESG credibility. Reva delivers the institutional-grade technology. We expect to launch to reach $100 million ARR at just the 1% market penetration. Adding ESG data monetization and platform fees, 5x ROI within 24 months. Our tokenization engine launches next month with 5 pilot projects across Asia, Middle East, and US. We're integrating IoT data with 2 AI companies for real-time energy analytics and ESG scoring. Our team spans US, Asia, and Europe with deep expertise in real estate, finance, and Web3. So launch with us. Sorry, last page. Full screen? Okay. So launch with us, tokenize 3 commercial properties, and monetize 10 million plus in assets, and encourage 5+ institutional investors, 18 months to full market capture under your regulatory framework. Secure your ESG market leadership without building infrastructure from scratch. Let's define the future of sustainable finance together.
Woo. Thanks. All right, and next up we got Bit by Bit, and afterwards we got Gigantic Escrow. So please go to the side. Give it up for Bit by Bit.
I have a black screen issue. Just try to fix that.
This is what happens when you work at Solana speed. Sometimes there are some technical difficulties. So you got some prop comedy for us? What's going on? You got a bowl, right? You got some water. Very mysterious. What's your name?
My name is Kelsey.
Kelsey, where are you from, Kelsey?
I am from Texas. Yeehaw!
Oh, okay. Whoa! The stars at night are big and bright. Deep in the heart of Texas. For people who are not from Texas, what? Okay.
Yeah, I was hoping there was going to be some singing for my presentation, so thank you.
Right. We love Tejas, you know? All right, cool. Do I need to sing another song? Wait. Do you guys always sing that song at sports events, or like every Texan I know sings that song? Why?
It's our lullaby. I think, you know, it's how we go to sleep at night.
Did you go to sleep with the song?
No, I'm just kidding.
All right, awesome. Give it up one more time for Bit by Bit.
Thank you so much. All right, so when I was a kid, I remember that my grandparents had this very specific habit. And the habit was, at the end of the day, they would empty their pockets and put their change into a bowl by the door. And over the years, the change added up. Okay, so I remember very specifically, I took my grandmother to the bank and we hauled buckets of coins and she walked away with about $500. So this showed me that smart little financial habits can make a big difference in the long run. So I thought, okay, how can I take this habit that my grandmother showed me and transform it into the digital age? And then take it one step forward and include crypto into this thought pattern. So this is exactly what we're doing here at Bit by Bit. I'm going to show you how you can invest passively into crypto very easily and why Bit by Bit is the way to do it. All right. So there are 17.3 million card users and 3.4 billion digital wallet users. So this shows us that there is a huge amount of space for innovation. So micro-investing is trending, crypto as an investment is trending, but what about if you don't know how to get into micro-investing or you don't know how to get into crypto investment? So we thought, okay, let's make a product that's easy to use, that has a low barrier to entry so anybody can start their crypto journey very easily. And this is by doing something they know how to do, which is using their debit card. So we can round up your payments. For example, you go around the corner to buy a coffee, it costs $4.50. It's rounded up to €5, and this 50 cents is then invested into crypto, namely Solana. And how the user gets started is creating an account with Bit by Bit, connecting the bank account, and then using their debit card like normal, just like everyday use. It could be your digital wallet, it could be your physical card. And then you can log onto the dashboard and see the total amount rounded up, your total portfolio value, as well as other benefits. So how it's done is that we are, at the moment, creating partnerships with companies like Yapoli, so we can see the customer's transaction information, so we know how much we need to round up in crypto. Partners like Mercurio for an on and off ramp to Sol, and a Dynamic who manages the crypto wallets. So our business model is per roundup fee structure or a simple premium subscription of €1 a month. And when we have more features, then we will ramp up that subscription fee. So I'm sure you've heard of Acorn. This is going to be the first Acorns of crypto. We want to be the first adopter for every bank and make investing as easy as spending. This is the team. My name is Kelsey Rogers, and we are Bit by Bit, and you can join the wait list here. Thank you so much.
Texas in the house, everybody. All right, so that was Bit by Bit. And next up, we got Gigantic Escrow. Always love a good escrow project. And after that, Novaset. Novaset, please come to the side. Give it up for Gigantic Escrow.
Thank you very much. 11 billion. That is the amount of money not paid to freelancers, even though they already earned it. This is rent, which can't be paid, healthcare, which is delayed, and opportunities, which are missed. I'm Alex from Gigantic, and we are here to fix that. The numbers are clear. 55% of invoices are paid more than 30 days late, and 22% of freelancers need even loans in order to compensate it. The problem is clear. It is slow, it is not transparent, and it is not with Gigantic Escrow. We have built the solution in order to lock the funds until the work is completed, automatically release it when it is verified to the freelancer. And the best, there is an integrated dispute resolution system. The market is huge. The global B2B payment market is 240 trillion. In the next 3 years, we want to capture 100 million of this market. We already have real-world traction. We are in advanced discussions with Super Team Earn, which is a platform for Solana bounty hunters and freelancers. We have a working prototype, and we were in Marrakesh at the stakeholder meeting for finance gap bridging of Africa, where we sit together with the politicians on the table and spoke about what we can do there. We are an experienced team. I myself founded several companies, and I spent 12 months in a South African township in order to implement infrastructure. Marcy is the former research lead at Kilt Protocol and currently the lead of the Solana AI Guild. We are supported by experienced Solana developers as well as advisors with proven track record in ecosystem growth. We are not just faster and cheaper, we are fundamentally different. We have a 1% fee instead of 3 to 8% of the current market fee, and our contract is settled in 5 minutes instead of months or weeks long waiting. Our timeline is tough but manageable. By Q3 this year, we want to finish the Superteam Earn integration, which I mentioned before. In Q4, we want to finish the mainnet launch. Beginning of next year, we want to have 10 partners for our escrow as a service. And in Q2, we want to have 1 million in monthly total value locked. Help us to solve this 11 billion problem with gigantic escrow. Thank you very much.
Small little public service announcement. If you hire freelancers and you don't pay them, we'll kick you out of Super Team Germany. All right, so next up we got Nova Settle, and afterwards we got Decent Space. Please come over to the side. Give it up for Nova Settle.
Hi, we are Nova Settle, and we're going to bring the $1.7 trillion leverage loan market on the Solana blockchain. Our team has decades of experience working for the world's largest financial institutions, Commerzbank, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, and Jane Street. The holy grail of crypto is bring traditional financial markets onto the blockchain. Crypto so far has failed at that. Why? Traditional financial markets, they work. They're good enough, and large institutions don't want to take the risk. How are we going to solve that? One slide back. We're going to use a kit where everybody has an incentive to move onto the blockchain, the leverage loan market. The leverage loan market is $1.7 trillion in size, 400 billion in Europe. There is no exchange clearing, and the market is extremely inefficient. Settlement takes between 1 to 2 months in Europe, and the trade cost is roughly 5,000 euro per transaction. That means today there are large back offices which are required in order to trade in this market. Now, what we're doing is we're going to digitalize, automate, decentralize this market on the blockchain, and most importantly, we're going to make it efficient. Today, every single day, there's tens of billions with a B in settlement in the leverage loan market. That is not good for anyone, buy side or sell side, and everyone has an incentive to solve it, and we're going to do it.
And as we've showcased in our demo platform, this is how we're going to do it. This is what it will look like when investors want to come onto our platform in order to trade loan tokens. They can see clear listings here, and they can execute their trades. As you'll see, we're going to streamline the identity verification process such that it's almost instantaneous and handled by outside compliance automation models. We would then go and you'll be able to confirm the transactions through the Solana wallets of your choice. And we would also be able to create new loan tokens that people can then trade on based on our simple interface. And this is how the world could look like in Nova Settle. And as you can see, everything is automated and viewable on the blockchain on Solana as we have demoed. And this is what our project roadmap will look like.
So we're quite ambitious. We're partnering with some of the world's, or for the world's largest institutions. We're aiming to launch a pilot later this year. And then we're aiming to scale next year. So we want to make this happen together with you. This is a massive project. We need resources to scale higher and grow, and we would love to do it together with you. Thank you very much.
Believe it or not, we're already halfway through all the pitches, and next up we got Decent Space. I'm going to be headed over to my co-host, Jess. Jess, she's going to take it over. But we've got Decent Space, and then also Tings afterwards. So Tings, please come over here. Please give them a bit, let's keep the energy high. Give them a big round of applause. Sorry. Woo!
Yeah, sure. Can you wait a second? Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. We are Decent Space. We are a deep-in project focused on actively solving the communication problems of the space industry. So with the cost of satellite launches coming down, more and more people are trying to take advantage of the growing commercial opportunities in space. Over the next few years, more than 60,000 new satellites are scheduled to launch up into the orbit. But the existing ground station infrastructure isn't enough to accommodate all of them. Satellite communications are super expensive, and often as a result, ground station antennas and often ground stations often go unutilized. So we at Decent Space put together a team that combines over 40 years of space software experience from companies such as NASA, Airbus, and MIT. So what do? We provide a decentralized ground station network marketplace where we onboard receive-only nodes to reduce latency during data transmission. And we provide rewards to incentivize infrastructural development and participation in the network, which ultimately enables us to cut down communication costs by almost 60%. So how does this work? Satellite operators specify their communication needs on our platform. The platform matches them with the most optimal available ground stations. Once the data has been transferred and validated by the ground station providers, the payment will be made and the we are targeting our projections at around 700,000. Existing in centralized ground networks in areas such as cost, access and flexibility, and scalability. Now, we have a very defined and clear go-to-market roadmap from here on for the next couple of years. We are partnering with some universities and some research institutions, the TU Berlin in Germany and the University of Illinois in Chicago, and globally in the UN Office of Outer Space Affairs. We, together with their help and collaboration, we are expecting to conduct our first network test in the next 3 months, shortly after followed by a testnet deployment in the Q1 of 2026. After almost a year of technical validations and testings, we are planning to launch on mainnet in the Q4 of 2026 or in the Q1 of 2027 based on how the network performs. And from there on, we are planning to expand our network over to other continents and countries and onboard various other partners onto our network. That was it. Here's a demo of the product that we made from our founder, Tristan. That's it. That's how we're taking Decent Super Team to space. Thank you for listening, and yeah.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you. So we are now halfway through the final round. That means we have 8 fantastic teams left. Coming up next, we will have Tings, and on deck, Home GG. Give it up for Tings.
Hi everybody, I'm Julia and I'm the CEO of Tings. We are an AI gaming platform that creates games from a single prompt. Think mid-journey of gaming. So what we saw is that there are billions of gamers who want to create their own games, and they don't have the skills to create their own games and share it with their friends. Also, we interviewed more than 50 consumer brands and we were like, why are you not into gaming? And they told us building games is just too expensive and slow. That's why we created Things. We want to make game creation fast, fun, and open to everyone. Our bespoke AI models let the game engine and the LLM talk to each other, which creates an easy-to-use vibe coding platform. So this allows mass adoption. Also, we are building a massive creator economy on Solana, where the users can sell and monetize their assets and participate in our revenue. So here is our Things demo. It's a Jägermeister run and jump game. So you can see we use the iconic deer and the Jägermeister bottle to create engagement and brand love and to turn players into fans. So Jägermeister, we are ready for you. So it's really a great tool to build community, to get collectibles, and yeah, have different challenges in the game. We are looking at a $1 trillion opportunity because we are not only looking at the gaming market, we are also looking at the advertising market. Our revenue model is based on the success of other Gen AI models. So we have a subscription fee, and also we have marketplace fees. We'll also grow Solana in the process. So we are building since 3 months. We have our MVP ready and we're seeing strong traction. This week, we had an exciting launch on indie.fun where we built a huge community We had more than 5 million trading volume. We were number 16 on DEX Screener. We were oversubscribed by 400% and sold out in seconds. We joined one pitch competition in Token Dubai and we won it, so we got 50K. We have already more than 500K on deal flow with very well-known Fortune 500 companies and also Web3 brands and more than 50 games in our pipeline. So now you're thinking, who are these people? So I'm Julia. I have more than 10 years in experience. I worked for global brands like Adidas. I worked for Google and staking facilities. I know I don't get extra points for that. And co-founder Andreas is our expert in AI and gaming, already exited multiple startups. He was a director of a Web3 unicorn, and we have an amazing team of AI and game developers. So thank you a lot. Follow us along on our journey on our Twitter, and thank you for your time.
All right, we just have to download the presentation real quick. While we're doing that, I have a question for you. Yes. Does anyone know what the baby computer calls his father? Data. I have about 150 more of those if you want them while we're filling up space. It has been so great seeing so many of these projects come out of Build Station all the way up to this stage. I have to say you all are doing amazing. We're ready to go, right? Or do we need another joke?
No, I mean, I'm always down for a joke from you. No. Hi, everybody.
It's like half my personality. Everyone, welcome home 3 to the stage. On deck, if we could please have momentum.
Thanks so much. So I'm David, also known as Bloody B, and today I'm here to tell you more about Home Free. Home Free is a modular website builder for Solana native creators specifically. Our mission is to make it insanely easy for creators of all kinds to create their own website, to pull the things together that they do across chain in the one place that they are the least likely to get on their own site under their own domain. There's just no tooling out there that would let them do that easily yet. So we're starting off with 3 key features. The first one being escorless NFT sales. The insiders of you may know there was an MIP7 Metaplex improvement proposal that enabled for creators to list editions on multiple marketplaces at the same time to begin with on Solana. Was a record-breaking vote, was the first one to actually reach the quorum of 1 million votes, but we didn't stop there. We get 3 million votes in favor of this, proving a clear ecosystem tie-in and need for what we're building here. But this is just one of the 3 features. The second one, much more powerful to a lot more people, will be token gated content. So imagine you can gate certain sections of your website off based on assets held or paid by the user, enabling a vast variety of use cases from everything memberships, courseware, but even OnlyFans or the likes. So the third feature that pulls it all together is Blinks. If you don't know, Blinks are blockchain links that allow you to take blockchain interactions from other platform, ecosystem platforms, and integrate them into your own website, making our tool much more powerful than Linktree because we don't send people away to a million different places. We let them interact directly with the content that you care about most, distraction-free, on your own website, under your own brand. So, we are looking to build this as good and open source at heart because we don't want to be the next platform for creators to get rugged on. We want to provide an ecosystem W for real here, and but still, even if it is open source, many creators won't be in a position to deploy it themselves, so we will let them happily pay us and fund future development of the product from the recurring revenue there. But the baseline product will be built with grants, and we have already reached out to all the relevant players and have gotten marvelous feedback on that. So we will keep building this. Thanks for your attention. Please check out home3.gg if you want to learn more.
Amazing, amazing job. Apparently the mic wasn't working earlier. Can you hear me now? Perfect. All right. Momentum is up next, and if I could have on deck, Hi Mambo. Everyone, give it up for Momentum Labs.
Hi, I'm ABO, and this is Momentum Labs. We are a German-Austrian team that are focusing on predictive modeling, building Web3 brands, and crypto tooling. We already built predictive models for one of the largest energy companies in the US. And we co-founded one of the OG communities on Solana, Stone Day Pool. With our 70K followers, we generated over 2 million in revenue in 2 years. And now we are applying the same precision to one of the most broken parts on Solana, token launches. So if you want to launch a token on Solana, you are at the moment actually really doomed. In fact, 99%, like fair launches are exploding, but 99% of the launches are crashing within 24 hours. So there are a lot of reasons for it, but it's mainly because of a lack of strategy. People don't have a post-launch plan. There is like a lack of transparency also with market makers as well. And they don't have cyber protection. And we are trying to fix this problem with Momentum Labs. Momentum Labs is a smart engine that helps you to launch, grow, and monitor your token on Solana. It was trained on over 3,000 Solana token launches in the past, and it's using the in real life transaction data and adapts to your specific case. Yeah, you can see it again. And I would just like to jump into the demo right away. Like, I think this is the most coolest part of what we have at the moment. You can't see it very well, but it's our dashboard. You don't have something like that at the moment if you launch a token. So what you have here is you have full metrics over your whole launch. You have a smart cell configuration, which is based on our predictive model. It's a time series model. And it suggests you how you should sell. You can also choose between aggressive, defensive, or medium. You can also organize and have a good overview over all your meta-over pools and claim your fees instantly here as well. You also have a part where you can claim, like you can have an overview over all of your wallets. It's one of a live dashboard from one of our clients that is already live. I can't really say the name because they don't want us to say publicly that we are supporting them. But right after launch, we managed to help them to get to number a 2 million market cap. And we also have a bot which is outperforming current players 30%. But I think the dashboard is one of the coolest things. Here you can also prove that you got a number 1 with the token. If you speak after the call, after the pitch to me, I can tell you the name as well. I'm so sorry. I'm not used to real life pitching. Yeah, we have a simple business model. So I don't know if you are in the financial market, you know that a lot of market makers are very shady. But we are trying to be super transparent. We have a flat fee, and we are growing with that. And as mentioned, we have already a very big community of 70K people. We have a game, and with the game we have over 50 partners like Mew, Bonk, Samo, and we are all partnering with them. And so we have a really big network on Solana building since 2021 already, and we can white label our solutions as well and scale with it. And yeah, so I think that good tokens also deserve good launches. And if you want to scale with us, we are happy to do that. Okay, this sounds very cheesy, but yeah. And you can just scan if you want to check out our website.
Amazing. There's absolutely nothing cheesy about that project at all. I'm so impressed by how many projects already have a proof of concept. This is fantastic. All right, on deck, if I could have crypto girls invest. And if you could raise your hands for some more of my friends from Munich, give it up for Hi Mambo.
Hello, I am Hernan, and this is Hi Mambo, experiences for sustainable tourism. So imagine that you are a local nonprofit in Costa Rica called Green, whose goal is to protect the local wildlife. Here, animals roam freely in a safe environment. However, you as Green Care, you have 2 big problems. The first one is that tourists looking online sustainable experience rarely find your website. And if they do, they realize that you don't have a payment system in place for manage online transactions. With that, you cannot really compete against tourism giants on the internet. So sadly, you rely on word of mouth and the hope that tourists will pay with cash when they visit you. Very unsustainable, right? So this is Mambo comes to change the game. Hi Mambo is a platform that helps small sustainable tourism businesses get discovered by conscious travelers while we manage your online payments. You can be a little business and we can pay you in crypto, and then also through our Mambo wallet, we'll exchange that into your local currency. You as a business will receive that money in your bank account, and the tourist will experience a seamless booking experience. In LATAM, there are around 50 million crypto holders. And also 52 out of 100 tourism workers in LATAM are informal workers, which represents a big opportunity for us to digitize the market. This is the reason why LATAM will be our beachhead market for growth. We will charge businesses a 10% fee on all transactions run through our platform, plus a subscription fee for consultancy services on things like marketing. And we will attract B2C users by giving them special price and paying with crypto when booking an experience. And what sets us apart, unlike our competitors, we make sure that our experiences are uniquely curated based on the UN Sustainable Development Goals, ensuring true sustainability. So when it comes to traction, we currently have a functional POC and the confirmed interest of more than 12 sustainable tourism businesses to work with us in the future. And Enrique and I, we have a combined experience of 8+ years, me on the digital marketing side and Enrique on the software development side. Our motivation here is to boost digitalization in LATAM and also to boost crypto adoption in LATAM. And now we want to invite you to watch our demo.
Let's say we're booking now an experience in Colombia, right, in the jungle of Colombia. It's very easy to sign up for our platform, to go ahead, select an experience, log in, and go with the payments. We are giving a 10% discount for every payment that is done with crypto. And for the Coliseum and for today, we have for this demo a special discount of 99.9% with a promo code Jäger and Coliseum. You can see our system already paying. It's all already in Solana, and users can pay with USDCs or Sols. And after we do the split between partners and ourselves. And then the partner can see all the transactions in only one place.
Easy, right? So we're currently raising a pre-seed to continue developing our MVP, and we want to encourage you to follow us on social media and also to scan this QR code so you can get access to our full pitch deck. And
as Jägermeister says, let's save the night while Hi Mambo saves the planet and local communities.
Cheers!
Cheers!
Yeah!
Amazing job, guys, and I love seeing all the UX UI changes that you made to that. All right, on deck in the waiting room, if I could have Hi Op, Hi Ape, Hi Ape, hopefully one of those is it. We are down to our final 4 presentations for the day. So at this time, I would love to welcome to the stage Crypto Girls Invest. It's better.
Let me show you why Crypto Girls Invest is the team to become the first femtech crypto unicorn. We already have a community of over 20,000 women across email, social, and Telegram. We tested a simple offer and made $10,000 from paying users. Zoe, my co-founder and chief marketing officer, has built one of the largest crypto communities in Europe. She's a highly skilled Web3 marketer and puts on some of the best events at crypto conferences worldwide. Chris, our chief tech advisor, is a 3-time technical founder who's been through Y Combinator with 1 exit. And hi, I'm Jen, co-founder and CEO. I've been passionate about female financial empowerment ever since I was a teen, and I watched my widowed mom raise my brother and I and work really hard. My last startup was a Techstars-backed Web3 platform that helped wellness creators token gate their communities. That experience taught me what we really want is a curated community where they can learn how to invest alongside like-minded people. Now, before you think this is a diversity play, remember that startups like Bumble became a unicorn by taking an existing service and catering it to women's buying and retention psychology. The Great Wealth Transfer is about to transfer $30 trillion to women's wealth, tripling it. But that won't necessarily flow into crypto because women are socialized to underestimate their investing skills and stay away from volatile assets like crypto. until now. Crypto Girls Invest is a members-only edtech and community platform. It teaches women crypto investing through token-gated access to curated education, live mentorship, and more using Solana's on-chain tools. Our flywheel attracts women with engaging in-person and online events, then deepens their education with gamified social learning, a staking tier that helps women stake our native token and deepen their on-chain skills, and a premium tier where women can attend exclusive in-person events. Our next milestone is 50,000 happy users, which will set us up for $6 million in annual recurring revenue. Your investment helps us expand our MVP, reward our existing users, and continue to scale. Join us in revolutionizing female financial empowerment, because when a woman rises, the whole world benefits. Thank you.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. We actually are now down to the final four. We've had one that snuck onto the bottom. So Tribalize, if you're in there, you are going to be at the end. We do have you on there, don't worry. Okay, so we're about to welcome Hayape, but before we do, if Quest.fun could please line up for me in the staging area, and everyone give it up for
Hayape. Niels from Hayape.
Hayape.
Hi everyone, I'm Niels from Hayape.fun. Our team is Theras Labs, and Dale and I have previously worked for Planet IX, which was the #1 GameFi on Polygon in 2023. Now Dale, who's the main developer, his brother lives here in Berlin. He was not able to make it himself because of the problems, but we also built StarX, and we built Meme Buddy and AI meme token. Now, if you were to go open your browser, you could try an early version of our game. You just type Hayape.fun, you connect your wallet, switch to Solana, and then it's gasless, no fees at all. It's simple, right? Then you enter to the Solana Lounge, and you can chat with other holders. And we have many portals, including Jaeger challenges, and they're all terrain game modes. So every tick rate here is a gasless transaction to a Solana rollup. And it's real time and it's on chain. So there are many other on-chain games, but their game servers are still off-chain. Only their assets like NFTs are on-chain. And so far it's been impossible to have an on-chain game server because 3D MMO game servers need fast response transactions. But now we have Magic Block, a Solana rollup, and that gives us 10 millisecond transaction responses. So yeah, everything you see here is an on-chain transaction, even the chat feature. Now guess with that speed, how many transactions can a single player produce in a full day of playing? 12 million gasless transactions, and that's daily. So if you imagine with 100 players, that's 1 billion transactions daily. And then you enter to one of the portal terrains. For example, the gameplay in this one is about racing to the top. Now, besides playing it for free to have fun, players can also prove their skills in the on-chain game section and compete to gain tokens. They'll need to stake tokens into the game match, and when terrain is being used in the game match, the terrain NFT owner will receive revenue share. And now players and terrain owners are already making profit, but viewers can make profit too. They can make predictions, they can support players, they can challenge players to influence the result. It's easy and fast to join. You just open it like a YouTube link, open the browser, type hayape.fun/the room ID. For example, if Trump buys a Jägermeister NFT and he throws it to PewDiePie's character, it gives it a drunken status effect. But why throw it to PewDiePie? Because Trump has predicted I show speed to win, he wants to help him win and profit from it. Then if a PewDiePie supporter also joins, it's going to be chaos. Now, we've already done our first in-person game jam in Jakarta last month. We're now here in Berlin, and there are other upcoming game jams with Magic Block, itch.io, and more. And that's it for now. Thank you for listening. Follow and connect with us for updates, or you can ask me questions later.
Fantastic. Thank you to Hayape. You never know how they pronounce it in letters depending on what language you're in. All right. On deck, if I could please have Or and then Tribalize. And please welcome to the front, Quest, what? Yeah. Please welcome to the stage, Quest.fun. Clap.
Hi, we are Quest.fun, and that is mascot Loki. In a world of fast clicks, likes, and retweets, attention fades quickly. We envision to elevate Web3 projects by creating interactive campaigns that teach, delight, and build real community loyalty by gamified experiences. Web3 is the future of internet. You all agree with me, right? Yes. But then, why does Web3 marketing feels like from the last century, which produces a lot of noise and not meaningful engagement? Our solution is to turn your campaigns into interactive quests that will teach, engage, and reward users while telling your brand story and building deep connection. With our AI-powered, no-code quest builder, teams can launch branded experiences in minutes, and players can solve quests to win prizes, NFTs, and tokens. And of course, fight for the first place in the leaderboard. Thousands of Web3 projects fight for attention and users, spending millions for ads. We want to help young projects first, but we aim for established companies on the long run while extending our features on the platform. And now Isma will show you how our product works.
Well, our system uses an AI agent that help users to create their quests. To create a quest, we need to give a description about the quest, the reward, the start date, finally the end date. Our system uses this data to create a quest. Then when the user decides to publish the quest, then the smart contract is created and the price is looked into it. On the other hand, the gaming users can see the quests in their platform, allowing them to play. When the user chose a quest, he arrives on this game that allows him to play. Well, like you see, when the user came in front of a box, the system showed the corresponding question, allowing him to write his answer. Then the system checks if the answer is correct or not. If it's so, then the system added to the correct answers and allow him to go to the next one. And in the end, if the player answers all the questions, then he can win the prize. So this is the game, and I'll give the talk to my colleague.
Thank you very much. So, who are we? This is Isma, our genius AI expert. We have Kagan, our awesome game wizard, who's not on that photo yet. We have Bartosz, our creative mastermind, who's standing there. And I am Misha, I'm doing nothing and everything. It has no sound. What a surprise. So basically, you can maybe not see, because it is also not optimal for the presentation here now. Our platform can create game assets for your brand. So and of course, please scan our Twitter tag. It will not drown your wallet. Try me, bro. And follow us. Thank you very much. Why does the sound control?
All right, I went a little bit longer there, but that's okay. We're going to throw a little wrench in things. Or is running slightly behind. So at this time, we are going to welcome Tribalize to the stage. Everyone give it up for Triblaze.
Hi everyone, I'm Aliona. I'm a student at 42 coding school, and I've been a DJ for the third of my life. Like many in this space, I've been ragged, misled, and lost funds chasing projects with no transparency. On Solana, things move minute to minute. PumpFun launches thousands of coins daily. Only about 1% ends up in exchanges. And only about 3% of traders make over $1,000 profits. If you are not tracking on-chain moves in real time from your phone, you're already too late. There are tools like Dune Analytics or SoulScan. They're very powerful, but they're clunky and not everyone needs desktop stuff. Top traders P&L also doesn't equal trust. We focus on behavior, what wallets do, not just what they earn. It's not only analytics, it's a social intelligence that gets smarter as the network grows. I'm building a mobile trading app that makes wallet behavior social and reputational. You can follow wallets, watch trades live, tag addresses as trusted or risky, and trade or copy trade directly in the app. The idea locked in, the core UI already built. Next, we're gonna build on-chain voting. People decide, not big tech. Plug into Dune and other platforms. Track trust and risk by looking at wallet behavior. As more people join, as I said before, we make money right in the app, trading, copy trading, and all of that. The big goal is that the people run it. The community controls the whole reputational layer. The main feature goes like this. With Helios API, you can find, for example, some token, and you can see a red flag because this is a known rug pool. But if you search for a legit wallet address, for example, you will see it has a green label made by community votes, so you can safely follow it. And we preserve the pseudonymous nature of blockchain. We don't care about doxing those wallets. Since building at the build station, I found a very experienced mobile and backend dev. We keep building, and we are also looking for early funding, like Jägermeister. So by making social real-time intelligence accessible to everyone, we don't just protect ourselves, we level up the entire ecosystem. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much. We have one more to go, but in the meantime, what we're going to do, since we have all of you here and at attention, is we're going to talk to you about our upcoming events and what's coming up this week. Who's ready to party tonight? Where was this clapping earlier when we needed it? Wow, okay. So we've made it to the end of almost all these amazing presentations. We just have one more to go, but Jess, where's the party at tonight?
Well, the party's gonna be like in a beer garden, summer, classic Berlin. At least I love beer gardens. That's why I moved to Berlin. So there's a beer garden 5 minutes walk from here, next to the venue, where we're gonna really party. Drinks, food, eat, fun.
I love it when Berliners say they know about beer gardens.
Where's the award ceremony?
Well, the award ceremony will be...
It will be right here, like...
Help me out here, Jess.
Right here in the W Hub. I know that's funny as you are, like so charismatic.
And what's going on tomorrow? There's so much going on with Berlin Blockchain Week, Berlin Blockchain Week. So what else are you really excited for?
Well, I'm mostly excited about the events that we do. And tomorrow we're gonna have like a Monkey DAO event for the community that I'm ambassador for, which is really cool, and with Super Team, of course.
And if they want to attend the Monkey DAO event, what time and where should they meet you?
They should inscribe on Luma, and I have to accept, of course. So if I like you, I accept you. If I don't like you, sorry, maybe next year. And it's gonna be at Burgett. It's very Berliner, as I heard. I just moved to Berlin, so anything I'm excited about Berlin is because I'm just arrived like last month. So yeah, so ask me next year if I'm still gonna be excited about Berlin.
All right, so Beer Garden tonight, Monkey DAO tomorrow. What else do we have coming up that we might need to know about?
We also have tomorrow our Partners Day. I said it's Sunday. So many days I'm getting lost. And we're gonna have an amazing cruise on Sunday that I know that is gonna be sunny. I'm happy for that. And then we have Monday and Tuesday still of our startup village that is amazing. And on the last day on Tuesday, we're gonna have like a great brunch and a roundtable for builders to tell about what is next, to exchange their experience. We have some people talking, and we're gonna be able to really develop the projects because I mean, the hackathon and a demo day later, I mean, our goal is to actually build a startup, right? Not just present for people who projects. So the idea is like, let's build a startup. So come for our brunch on Tuesday and we can talk about that and plan strategies, and we're here to help.
Now, we've been sitting here so patiently today doing all of the great presentations. Can you tell us a little bit about how the awards ceremony is going to be working tonight?
Well, so right after the pitches here that we still want to go, we're going to network and enjoy a little bit ourselves. Our jury will be able to talk and choose our winners. And once the winners are announced, you guys are gonna see. I cannot spoil the surprise. It's gonna be fun, and we're gonna be here. Maybe there will be alcohol. I know some people here for the alcohol, I guess. I mean, I'm in Germany, right? That's what I heard for. Yeah. And after that, we'll go party. So yeah, I think it should be good.
I think the reason why this last speaker is late is because we finished so on time. Like how many? Like what? It's like we're 30 minutes ahead of schedule.
We are so ahead.
So
of
she
schedule.
thought she was going to be at 4:25. Well, guess what? It's a little early. So I know. So who here is in stablecoins, by the way? Anybody care about stablecoins? Perfect. Monday is the time to be here because Monday we have a whole stablecoin agenda that's going to be amazing. Who here is, obviously you folks are in staking. I'm in staking as well. Who's in staking? Who cares about staking? Perfect. Tuesday is the day for you. So you should be here if you want to learn. We have what is it called, Patricia? It's like a, hey! Nice. All right, last presentation here. Give her a big round of applause, everybody. Oh, man. Woo!
No pressure, Nusha. How's it going?
I biked really fast. First of all, thank you so much. Woo! Really.
All right, let's give her a chance to catch her breath a little bit. Obviously, did you run here?
I biked, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, you biked all the way over here? Okay, take it. Wait, hold on. All right, cool. So next up, last presentation of the day. It's Aura, obviously Nusha is an OG of Super Team Germany. So let's give her another round of applause and give her some, some encouragement because I think she's feeling a little flustered right now. Come on, let's go. Woo!
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I know you had a super long day. I'm really grateful that you kept sitting for me. And I'm very excited to share more about our platform that I've been building since a while. And yeah, it's basically a streaming platform that values everyone that contributes to club culture equally. And our vision is to become the digital heart of club culture. So, who of you like to go to clubs? And who of you is like making music? Okay. And the rest are probably dancers, or like are you promoters? Maybe. If you look at club culture, actually the ecosystem is not balanced. Like top DJs are earning millions of euros and dollars, while clubs are closing. And also producers and DJs barely earn any money. And the fans, the dancers, they fuel this industry, but they actually also get nothing in return. They don't get recognized nor rewarded. Additionally, the scene is lacking a platform that reflects its value. That's why we're building a streaming platform that's connecting social, streaming, and real-life clubbing to strengthen this ecosystem, the connection in the ecosystem, and also fairly compensate artists. So how are we doing this? We are starting with what the scene is already asking for. Who of you knows what a track ID is? Okay, not many. So if you listen to a DJ set, it's composed out of tracks. So actually DJs are the only musicians that are performing with music that is not their own. So maybe a set can be composed out of like 10, 15 tracks of producers. And so what we're doing, I will just show you the product. So, ooh, there is a, oh, okay, yeah, super team. We are selling track lists. That's like our solution. So, welcome to OR. Okay, so now we are on OR, and it's a streaming platform where we can listen to some music. I think maybe it's not connected. Okay, no worries. So yeah, it looks like a casual music streaming platform, but the difference here is we can see the track list. So maybe you listen to a set and you're like, oh my God, I love this specific track, but what is the name of the producer? Maybe you're on the dance where you're thinking that. But so what we're doing is you can click on the track list and basically you pay a donation. We removed it for now because we just did a soft launch yesterday and we wanted to test out this feature. But basically there is a smart contract behind and you can donate, let's say, €4, where 75% of these donations goes to all the producers that are part of the set. 10% is going to the DJ or the promoter and the venues. So the clubs can also make more money. And we take 15%. So now we have access to the track list. And in the future, imagine you can also like a track, you can also buy a track from here. Yeah, I would like to go back to the presentation. So yeah, this is how it works. The fan donates, it goes into a smart contract. We divide it over everyone that is part of it. And if producers are not part of our platform yet, we store these royalties in a smart contract in an escrow wallet. So this is also how we attract more producers to our platform, because whenever they create a profile on our platform, they receive these royalties. And we also don't want to become another Spotify, so we don't want to hold any custody over these funds. Yeah, so our target group is in Web 2, so the whole idea is not to use too many Web 3 and whatever, social logins, and Apple Pay and PayPal. And we are working with an ambassador program. So right now we see 3 DJs on our platform. They're actually part of my team, but we are also in touch with a lot of communities here in Berlin and in Amsterdam. And we plan to onboard around 40, 50 underground DJs, communities, and the idea is really to become the digital heart of club culture. So really a place where communities can thrive and connect and also earn a bit of money. This is my team. And yeah, we are raising, so if you're interested, please get in touch. Yeah, that's it basically.
Holy crap, are you okay? Are you all right? You need to take another breath?
I'm sweating.
You're sweating?
Yeah.
I have never seen any, I do demo days all around the world. And it's the first time I've ever seen someone go from biking, pitching in 30 seconds flat. That is absolutely amazing. Give it up one more time for War, everybody.
Thank you.
And of course, we're going to pass this off to our illustrious leader, the lead of Super Team Germany, Patricia. Get your ass over here. Come on, let's go. Let's get it for Patricia. Okay, look. We've had, like, how many teams so far? We've had 36 teams that have participated today. You guys have absolutely crushed it. Patricia, it's all yours.
Thank you so much, Ido. What can I say after this? So I think this is the very first hackathon I've been to ever that was severely ahead of schedule. So thank you all for being so well organized. Thank you to everyone who worked so hard. Ino, Jessica, thank you so much for moderating. So what's going to happen now, I'll ask the jury to come with me and we'll discuss. We have 9 prizes to give out, so 3 per track. So there'll be lots and lots of winners. We plan to do the award ceremony at 5, but maybe in good tradition will be half hour earlier. So make sure you're not leaving or not going too far. And then we also moved up our beer garden reservation because I know all of you are hungry and the weather is amazing. So we'll go to Merlot, I think it's called, which is right next door, and we'll have the reservation from 6 o'clock onwards, right? So make sure you're signed up on Luma, and then make sure you get a wristband once you get there. So I guess one last time, big round of applause, and thank you so much.
Hey guys, I know that there's 632 of you that are looking on the stream. I hope you enjoyed Berlin Demo Day. I mean, there's like probably around 100 people here, but there's 600 of you fuckers over there. It's all right, I'm not allowed to cuss on the Super Team Germany channel. We love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed Demo Day as much as we have, and we'll see you on the next one. Adios. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Machen, weil ich glaube, wenn wir jetzt einen Break machen, das wird ein bisschen zu lange für den Stream nehmen. Die Winners sollen nicht für die Rating bezahlen. Ich frage noch.
You're right. You did a great job. You did a great job.
Good job. Ja, Winners Ceremony machen wir offline.
No.
Lass uns im Band.
No. I mean, everyone came on time. They did their pitches.